theme of the convention is influencing planning and development in the next decade, 2021-2031, by enhancing policy, legislation, and plans. So we'll come out of here with policy recommendations, legislation review recommendations, and planning recommendations that will be able to guide policymakers in making those decisions, decision makers in making the decisions. And one of the things we're looking at is tying budgeting, especially at the national level, national budgeting for development, to approved spatial plans. Prioritizing sectoral development. So if you're going to health, then that sector is also based on a plan, so that we'll know you are going to send the resources to this hospital and this hospital located here, which is covered in the plan. We even have our national roads agencies. We have KERA, we have KURA, who are very much involved in developing these roads at urban and rural areas. We also want that to come out, that even their allocation and their prioritization of which areas they'll function in based on approved plans, which makes their work easier. We only have 4 approved county spatial plans. The first one was Lamu County, and we are recognizing those counties that have done the county spatial plan. So we have Lamu County. The second one was Makueni County. We have Kericho County, and we have Bomet County. Yes, our appeal to the other counties, and this is not only statutorily required and constitutionally required, the need for county spatial plans. These are 10-year development frameworks that are able to get development in a county over a period of 10 years. Those are 2 political regimes. They are then translated into 5-year county integrated development plan. So it makes, it gives a very good manual to actually put in resources, put in capacity, and guide development in those areas.
We can have the well-planned areas with good structure plans, but if the government has no interest in giving planning priority, you'll find that those plans are not implemented. But I feel the fact that the president honored this convention and the rest of the president learned, considering the keynote that we had from the president of Kenya. So we feel when even other presidents hear such a keynote, they can really give priority to fiscal. Actually, in Africa, right now, our role, so that we can match with Europe, we need, our African countries need to prioritize fiscal planning in their countries, because it is planning that can bring a good livable city. You can't say this is a city when it's not. A city should be livable when the people in that city have all the services well planned. If if there should be good zoning areas, not to just people building anyhowly, not creating slums, and slums can be controlled if we have these plans and these plans are implemented. But in Africa, what is happening now, I'm talking generally, it's not only in Uganda, it's not only in Kenya, but it's all over Africa. What is happening now, we have beautiful plans, but in archives. And those plans are not implemented. We feel this is the time. If we don't want to admire European countries, these plans should be removed from archives and these plans should be implemented. We need the governments to give these plans priority. Let finances go to planning. An engineer cannot build a beautiful road without a planner showing you where to put it. The first person who should be able to be prioritized in the country is a fiscal planner, because he will guide development in the country. We are talking of sustainable development. It can only be sustainable if we have well-planned cities. It's my wish.
The East African region, we are connected. I said that yesterday, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of socio-economic. Therefore, we need also to integrate our thinking in terms of spatial planning. And I'm aware that as part of this convention, we are going to discuss or to set strategies for formalizing the East African Association of Planners. And therefore, that will be one of the deliverables of this meeting. And to me, that is a very great initiative. And also, as I've said, we are sharing a lot of stuff. The villages are converted to small towns. Small towns are converted to towns. But unplanned. Therefore, I believe we are going to come up with a model that we can share for the entire region, so that can be used to guide us for planning.
If we don't plan our cities well, where does our sewage go? Where does the dirt go from industrial area? It goes into this river. And we might spend a lot of money in health, preventing cancer or healing cancer in our hospitals. But what if we spend just a quarter of that money in planning to ensure that that water does not spill over from our informal settlement like Kibera into this water? Data has already been collected. I'm sure you are aware of this. We have read in the media different times where you see that if you trace the water all the way from Nairobi River into Athi, where we get a lot of our vegetables, all the way to the Indian Ocean, the levels of cancer have gone up. Our people are dying, our people are getting sick. We spend a lot of money on this. What if we concentrated on planning? A lot of counties don't seem to realize, and this is my message to them, how important planning is to our health issues. If this water was not spewing over in the industrial area, Toski West, which is very hard to contain, which is very damaging, then we would not be having all these cheap vegetables in the river area, which are sold in our expensive estates in Karen. So if we can understand how planning is important, and I hope this is going to come out, and I'm sure it will in these discussions of high level, and I am very happy people like this are here to engage in this discussion.